When it comes right down to it, diversity, equity, and inclusion is simple, but it's not easy.
Blane Harding is as well informed as anyone on DEI. The former director of diversity engagement at Virginia Tech is a nationally respected expert because of an impressive career, but his immersion in the topic runs much deeper.
My mother is Italian, my father's an African American from Louisiana. I was born in 1957, raised in the 60s in a black neighborhood, but went to an all-white school. I was the only black student there. So I think it's always been ingrained in what I did.
The Student Community Institute brought Harding to Pensacola for the Inclusion and Belonging Symposium. His unique perspective and lifetime of research informed a dynamic presentation. The insight, a difference maker for so many organizations trying to engage diversity, equity, and inclusion. One of his key lessons is to treat individuals within a cultural context by letting them choose their own identities.
How many of you know African Americans that their primary identity is not being an African American? How many know Latinos and their primary identity is not being Latino, or Asians is not being Asian?
No one knows how others feel when you identify them differently and how they identify themselves. So I really appreciate you sharing light on that.
Along with the insights, Harding presented many tips and techniques for businesses and leaders to use.
Put an equity statement on your website. It'll make a huge, huge difference. That is expanding your comfort zone. Mentor people that are different than yourselves. Ask to be mentored by people that are different than yourselves.
Among those transfixed by Harding's presentation, Florida State House Representative Michelle SALZMAN.
When you talk about diversity, this training, which by the way, thank you. I love going to these. Quint is very kind, but it really helps keep you grounded in this crazy world we live in, to come to these and just remind yourself that everybody matters.
His combination of academia and personality made Harding a tremendously effective presenter, and the information a game changer on a game-changing topic.
I have an HR background, but I don't have much experience with diversity and inclusion, and this really sort of helped me understand more about, what is diversity, what is inclusion, what is belonging, how does it affect me, and what are some things that I could take away from this to really make a difference in my workplace.
I can take it back to our organization and just have more conversations with leadership, and now that we have a new diversity committee to bring this information back on some of the bias that we have that we don't realize that we have.
Keller Williams Corporate has made a very big push towards diversity, equity, and inclusion. I took notes after notes after notes, and I'm going to have to go through and prioritize. He was fabulous. I think he was probably one of the best people that could have taught that.
People want to have this knowledge. And it's not just academics as it always had been. Now it's organizations, it's businesses, it's individuals. They want to apply it to their own lives. The big joy is that they want to be here. Every single person in that room wanted to be there.
Be it live or on demand, the Student Community Institute delivers a plethora of training that matters. To learn more about what SEI offers, visit studeri.org/leadership.